Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading for March of 2024. We'll get some shuffles and pull a few tarot cards and also some oracle cards at the end for my Scorpios. So right off the top of my head, I got a message that there may be some connection or symbolism with cicadas for you. So this year, so I don't know how much you know about this insect, but so there's 13-year cicadas and 17-year cicadas. They stay underground and they emerge every 13 years usually, and then there's a different kind that emerges every 17 years. This year we have both. So you might want to look up the symbolism about cicadas. I do think that it's about transformation, shedding your old skin. Also, this is the weird way that my brain works. The sound that they make, it kind of almost sounds like they're playing a little mini didgeridoo, those Australian instruments. Like, they're ancient, like, they go way, way back. It's very primal, and it also is connected to the root chakra. The root chakra has all to do with the feeling of belonging, safety and security, and like your very, very basic needs, like food, shelter, water, security, maybe even finding a place, like you're looking for a place that's safe and secure. I don't know if that resonates for any of you. So what flew out of the deck right away? We've got the Hermit card, and we have the Ten of Cups. If you have a Virgo that's on your mind, or someone with heavy Virgo placements, and you feel like you're happily ever after, you feel like there's a soulmate connection. So we've got the Ten of Cups, and that is verifying that if that's the question that was on your mind, this person very well could be your soulmate. This also talks about, with that Hermit card, inner reflection. Being introverted in a healthy way, you're going within to maybe do some healing, getting to know yourself better, and if this isn't about another person, either way, this Ten of Cups talks about emotional fulfillment, the rainbow at the end of the storm. It's really a beautiful card. It could even indicate marriage, possibly. But if this isn't dealing with another person, emotional fulfillment and completion where it could be within yourself, like either way you will be emotionally happy, or right now you're feeling pretty content and pretty happy. So we've got the Death and Rebirth card in the reverse. And we've got the Two of Cups, so the fact that you've got the Ten of Cups in your reading and you also have the Two of Cups, that's a very high indicator that the person on your mind, if you really, really have feelings for them, it's mutual. They view you as their happily ever after, and they want union with you, whether you believe in marriage or not. There is a very strong emotional connection that's felt on both ends between you and this person. I love it, Scorpio. And we've got the Five of Wands and also the Two of Swords. So I feel like there may be possibly some competition around you for some reason regarding this situation, but the thing is, if they're really your person, it doesn't matter what other people around them say and do. If they're about you, they're about you. And with the Two of Swords, you may be feeling like you're at a stalemate because you're really letting it get to you. There may be some people surrounding your situation that have said some things, or that almost, I'm getting pick-me girl vibes. That's apparently a thing. That's like a recent term that I learned. So the pick-me girls, they're like the ones that they'll talk shit about your romantic partner, like he's not treating you well, but it's whatever, they're like trying to get their attention, so it's all on them, like they're in competition with you, or even trying to steal your significant other. But I mean, really, like, if your person's really your person, nothing that this person does is gonna matter. But the thing is, if somebody's doing that to you, they're not really your friend. That may resonate for some of you, maybe not others. If it's part of your story, take what resonates. If it's not part of your story, don't worry about it. Then it doesn't have anything to do with you. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles along with the Empress card. So I think that this person that's maybe trying to steal their attention could be somebody that they work with. If that's even, going on. If you don't suspect or have a gut feeling about something to begin with, then that part isn't for you. And then we've got the Empress card. They view you as their empress, and you may be even pregnant or recently had a baby with them. They view you as as their empress. They view you as their end-all be-all is pretty much what I'm getting. This is looking good. And if the pregnancy part doesn't make sense for you, don't worry about it. Only take it if it's part of your story. We've got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, along with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So I do think that I feel like this is one of those situations where the emotional soul connection is definitely there, but moving forward into new levels that are connected to a title may not happen for a while. And I think what it's saying is don't let that discourage you. You have a very strong soul bond and a very strong emotional connection, and you may be thinking things like, well, when are we going to get married? When are we going to have, children together? Or when is he going to ask me out? If you're way in the super beginning, but you feel that connection, it's saying things will happen in divine timing, and just because they haven't made a move or said anything yet, talking about going on to that next level, it doesn't make the connection any less strong. If you're waiting around for a while and you feel like they're breadcrumbing you, that's a totally different situation. But I feel like you know what's up with that connection, and you don't really, need a title. It goes without saying. It's there and you know it. I feel like you're getting really impatient waiting on this person to make a move to go to the next level, and with a Three of Wands in reverse here, and then it's followed by the Eight of Wands in reverse, which that talks about a delay in communication. New communication is not coming through anytime soon. Continue to do what you do anyways, and things will happen in divine timing. I feel like maybe lately you've been a little bit impatient. Nothing wrong with that. You're just excited. That's only human nature, and it's natural. What else do we have for Scorpio? So we've got the Five of Swords in the reverse. I think that if you're dealing with a situation with conflict, possibly a person trying to dip up in your business or someone acting like a pick-me girl, I think that because you're not feeding it and you're not giving into it, and this person's truly your person, they're not gonna entertain this dipshit, dingle shit that's trying to get up in your stuff, because they're about you. Nothing anyone on the outside says or does is gonna matter. So it's saying that this conflict is going to resolve itself and go away on its own because you and your person have your boundaries up, because the connection's strong enough where outsiders can't touch you, is what I'm seeing. And then we've got the Devil card in the reverse. So if you're wondering, if someone seems like a pick-me girl type of person, but you're not really sure yet, and you've got that funny feeling, I think it's verifying that your intuition is right, and just because they stop for a minute and go back to playing innocent, it doesn't mean that they are innocent. They're just giving enough to make it look like they're innocent, but they're still trying to manipulate. And we've got the King of Cups in the upright. Your person is very emotionally mature. They also may be a little bit significantly older than you. I mean, unless you have the same exact birthday, everybody's gonna be older or younger than you somehow. But I feel like it's, there's maybe a good enough amount of an age difference where it's noticeable. And if it's got nothing to do with age, I would definitely say that this person has the emotional maturity, where he or she can be on your level. I'm getting an older masculine energy. Ooh, I love this. And then we've got the Magician. No matter what you've got going on, Scorpio, that's a very good sign. The Magician is the alchemist. They are resourceful. They can use their resources to turn a shit situation into something that's going to work to their advantage. And I do believe that this person on your mind, whether you're aware of it, whether you're together or not, I do believe that they wished for you, or they're wishing for you and wishing to manifest you into their life. In a positive way, not like a manipulative way. Now, if it were the Magician in the reverse, they may be into some things that you don't want to get involved with. But no, this is a positive energy, Scorpio. And we've got the Ten of Swords in the reverse. One of you or both of you may have felt stabbed in the back by something that happened maybe 6 months to a year ago. Not necessarily by each other, but maybe past lovers, maybe even a friend or a relative or a job situation, somehow stabbed in the back. One of you or both of you totally hit rock bottom, and the Ten of Swords in the reverse talks about coming back up from rock bottom. You're healing from this. You've taken the swords out of your back of where you got stabbed in the back, and the wounds are almost healed. Like, you're making massive jumps and evolutions in your life. And I think your person has come to revelations about something that was a big jump or a big step in their healing somehow. Maybe they recognize something in themselves that they wanted to do better with or change, and you weren't sure if they were going to do it. Like, you can't make them do it. They have to want the help themselves. And they went ahead and they did it. It wasn't a perfect journey. Healing's always messy. You're gonna have your ups and downs, and it's not always gonna be perfect. But to your surprise, in a good way, they overcame whatever this was, and they're doing so much better, and you're very proud of them and quite impressed. And we've got the Five of Cups. One of you or both of you could be grieving a loss. Maybe you've let go of, like, some friends that maybe weren't as loyal as you thought that they were. Also, one of you or both of you recently could have lost somebody, like someone passed away, like you recently had to go to a funeral, or there's a funeral coming up. And in spite of all the sadness and all the things going on, like, I think things are somehow still looking positive because both of you have a positive attitude. Oh, and we've got the Knight of Cups, so that talks about someone wanting to come forward with an offer emotionally. Even though it won't be anytime soon where they express it, this person, you are the one that has their heart. Like, they're coming at you with flowers. It may not literally, you might not literally get flowers from them, but they want to offer you their cup of love. They want to offer you an emotional connection. So if there's a love situation on your mind, Scorpio, and that's what you were thinking about, this is definitely looking good for that. Like, this is the best reading that I've gotten for the month of March for all of the signs so far. So let's see if there's some additional messages for Scorpio from the Oracle deck here. Are there any messages, other messages that my Scorpios need to hear for March of 2024? Any additional messages coming through here? So we have, oh, interesting. The Healing Temple restoration, care, and safety. Didn't I call that? You both have been healing. And we have healing the earth, love, humility, and respect. So that gives a very strong message of it all starts with you. You started it. You can't pour from an empty cup. You started healing yourself, Scorpio. Your person recognized that they needed to heal themselves, and it all starts with you. You heal yourself, then you're able to help heal other people and the environment around you. I think because you've overcame some things and you've got, you've done some major healing, I think that you have a knack for helping other people with their healing and you inspire them. And then we have the crystal path, mineral spirits, and crystal beings. So if you haven't already, Scorpio, I do feel like crystals, rocks and crystals and gemstones may be beneficial to you for healing, or just because they're pretty to look at for the aesthetics. It's soothing. And something jumped out about amethyst for you. I feel like amethyst is the one that's your stone. If you go to a crystal shop or somewhere where there's rocks and crystals, feel it out, and if you're drawn to a certain one, it doesn't have to be amethyst. Just pick the one that you're drawn to. They call you for a reason. Go ahead and get it. Don't even look at the meaning. Then when you get home later, Google the meaning of that stone that you got, and I guarantee you that it'll line up with exactly what was going on with you. I have no doubt in my mind that it will. And what other oracle cards can we get on Scorpio for March of 24? What other messages do we have? Nurture all you love. Love that you are different. And we have let two become one. So what's interesting, I forgot who else got this in their reading, but with the artwork there's a dragonfly, and then there's also a butterfly that really reminds me of a Luna moth. So the spiritual significance of Luna moths and dragonflies, they're both very highly symbolic of spiritual transformation, and that Luna moth, they're also connected to the moon. And there is a full moon coming up in Virgo the weekend in February of the 23rd and 24th. There's going to be a full moon in Virgo. That could have some significance for you. It could be a very meaningful weekend somehow. I don't know why the word meaningful came to mind, but I do think that it's going to be a great weekend, the 23rd and 24th. Alright, Scorpio, I hope that made sense for you. I hope you have a great month of March of 2024 and a great rest of your week. Thank you so much for watching.